On June 10, 2021, Netflix released a trailer for Kevin Hart's new film, Fatherhood. It is going to debut on the platform on June 18th, which is the Friday before Father's Day. I wanted to give you my thoughts on the trailer, so I'm going to do that now. Hey guys, it's Ronald from Coffeepot Dad. Coffeepot Dad is for parents who are seeking the best life for their family with informative YouTube videos that help answer parenting questions and offers tips so we can all grow as parents and have a happier family. Now it's time for my thoughts on this trailer. Okay, I am going to put on my headphones and watch this. I'm going to have the trailer playing up here in this corner. So go ahead and watch it, and I will be pausing from time to time. So if you see me reaching forward, I'm actually watching this on my phone and listening to it on my headphones. So if you see me reaching forward, it's to pause it so I can discuss parts of the trailer.
Excuse me. She's been like crying for hours.
Sorry, but this is a group for new mothers.
On that sign out there, it says parents. I'm a parent and I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Okay, this is 8 seconds into the video, and I'm already going to say that I get this guy. It's hard for dads to get answers sometimes. Even in Facebook groups for dads, it's hard to get answers because everybody either takes it as a joke or doesn't answer at all. So yeah, he walks in and without question, he gets told it's a mother's group. And, you know, he tells him, you know, it says out there it's for parents, and parents does not mean mom, or parents does not just mean dad. You know, it means mom and dad. So yeah, I get this. And of course, nobody knows what the hell they're doing with their first kid, especially when they have to raise it alone, which luckily I haven't had to do. But I can just imagine I'm raising a. I got a daughter who's 9 months old, and yeah, that's her right there. And you know, it's my first time raising a kid. You know, and my wife had a son already when we got together, and yeah, so she knew some of the stuff, and I still don't know what I'm doing. I always have to ask her questions.
Girl's got some stuff flying out her ass, so she can either hit you with a streamer or she'll buckshot you. It's a quick whop. I need help.
I love that. You know, I'm lucky enough, and like I've already said, my daughter's 9 months, so I never had her poop on me or while I was changing her diaper. I've been pooped on. Well, I mean, I've had poop on me several times because of, you know, was her diaper overflowed or it squished out when she was sitting in my lap. But luckily, she's never actually pooped on me before, and she's never really peed on me before, except for one time when we were giving her a bath, but that's it.
I don't know how you're gonna do this.
I don't know how I'm gonna do this sometimes.
Parent, I wish you could
So I get that.
Because she would have been better at it. And mommy was the best.
I'm not gonna lie, that part right there hit home a good bit. You know, I've never had a wife that died, you know, after giving birth to a baby. I was married before I got with my current wife, you know, and my first wife died on October 18th, 2014. And, you know, I tell people all the time, you know, I'm glad we didn't have kids. But, you know, I also kind of wish we did. You know, I'm glad I didn't, because I would hate to have to raise a kid by myself. Not because I don't think I'm capable or because I don't want that burden. It's just because I don't want the kid to have to grow up without a parent. And it's just like I don't want anything to happen to my wife now, or I don't want anything to happen to me, because I don't want that to have to be put on, or, you know, on the other one. You know, trying to explain why their mom or their dad isn't there. So that's just heartbreaking. And I know people go through it, and I know great people come out of it. You know, I know a lot of people who grew up without a mom or a dad, and you know, they're fantastic people. But it goes without saying, it's got to be heartbreaking for the other parent or the kids to have to grow up like that. I never sing to my daughter. I don't sing at all.
It's not working though.
but my wife has a lot.
She's not a
So
cop.
yeah, I get that
Matthew,
part.
darling, we think you should move back to Minnesota. You're all alone here.
She needs family.
Raising a child, it's a non-stop, all-day, all-night affair.
I'm not gonna lie. The first time I messed with her stroller, I didn't know what the hell I was doing either. It took me a couple seconds, but I figured it out fairly quickly. You know, because I was so used to messing with the bassinet, the foldable bassinet and stuff like that. So it didn't take me long. But you know, the first time I was like, you know, what am I doing? I mean, I didn't beat it on the ground like he did. But the part with the bassinet, rocking it back and forth, I do get, because I did that with my daughter quite a bit, because she always slept on my side of the bed, because it was easier for me to get up with her than my wife, because she had broken her tailbone when she gave birth to her daughter. So it was easier for me to get up and take care of her, or reach over and just rock her like that. But I mean, I kind of miss it now because she's in a crib, and I can't quite do that with a crib. All I can do is reach to the bars and hopefully not get my arm stuck in it. But yeah, I kind of miss doing that with our daughter.
You look great. Don't say it just to be saying it. You look like a king. King in a sling.
And truthfully, you know, I wore the boba wrap quite a few times. It can be uncomfortable. I mean, and it's a weird feeling, because it feels like your shirt is riding up or your pants are falling down quite often. But you do get a lot of looks for it, and some of them were like, man, what is this dude doing? And some of them were like, ooh, that's so cute, you know, which is great. I mean, I kind of miss doing it sometimes, although it did get really hot, you know, pretty quickly with her on your chest like that. So to all your moms or dads that wear that all the time, man, more power to you, because that it can be a little rough and uncomfortable. But I mean, it's an awesome feeling having your kid right up against your chest like that.
How does it look?
I think it's a new look. I think it's a
I
new
dread the day I
hairstyle that
had
can
to
catch
ever
on
do
if given a
hair
chance.
with my daughter.
Mr. Logan, Madeline doesn't have a mother to model after.
I am well aware of what my daughter doesn't have.
You know, again, I can't imagine having to raise your kid without the other parent. And I know it's got to be rough, because it's rough for me and my wife to raise our kids together. So yeah, I would just hate to be in this situation again, more for the kid than myself. But I mean, it's heartbreaking to ever think that my kid would ever have to grow up without one of their parents, and it's heartbreaking to think that any kid would have to grow up without one of their parents.
You think you can do this, but you can't.
No, man, you're right. I can't do it. But you know what? I'm going to do it because I'm a father.
No, straight up, I'm gonna be honest with you. This part of the trailer made me want to see the movie more than any other part, because this dad knows it's gonna be hard. He has people telling him he can't do it, but he doesn't care. He knows he can do it because he knows it's his job as a dad. And I commend any dad or any mom that can say that, because it shows that they really love their kids, and they're gonna do their darndest to raise their kid the best way they can, even with every obstacle that sits in front of them. And you know, that's the kind of dad I want to be. I want to be able to say, I don't care what people think. You know, I'm gonna do right by my kid, because I mean, I was completely inexperienced when raising a baby when my daughter was born. I faced challenges, nothing to this extent, of course, thankfully, you know, but we all face challenges as parents, and I'm gonna do this despite my obstacles. And you know, I'm not a huge Kevin Hart fan, but I would tell you that this one scene made me want to watch this movie. And yes, I'm giving you my I guess you could say my spoiler about should you watch this movie already, and it's not even halfway through the trailer. But yeah, that's my thoughts. This is gonna be, hopefully be, an awesome movie based on this trailer. On that scene alone, it sold me. So great job, Netflix or whoever put this together. That moment sold it for me.
God, Maddie.
You know, I haven't come to the point to where I had to do anything like that when my daughter see her hurt like that, and I dread that moment. You know, truthfully, I do, because I mean, she's bumped her head a couple times on her crib and stuff, and her seeing her ever bleed like that. And truthfully, when she was in the hospital, they had to draw blood, and this girl turned purple. She was crying so hard, and you know, she would go, it seemed like several seconds without making a sound because she was crying so hard. And you know, that is such a heartbreaking moment because you don't want to see your kids go through that. I haven't really seen my son go through it, and you know, I wasn't there for the early parts of his life because you know, my wife was with in another relationship at the time. Well, she wasn't my wife then, but you know, she was in a relationship at the time, so I didn't see him grow up for the first 3 or 4 years of his life. But to see your kid hurt like that just scares me. I mean, I hate when my daughter bumps her head. I mean, I try to make her tough as she can be, but I mean, she's not much older and she can only be so tough. But yeah, just the thought of ever seeing my daughter go through that, and I'm pretty sure it will. You know, scraping a knee, busting a head, or breaking a leg, or anything like that. You know, it's the thought of it scares me. But you know, going back to what he already said, you know, we're gonna get through it.
Thank God today I got there in time to hold her hand. With Liz, I didn't get to hold her hand. She was gone.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. I watched this after I watched this trailer the first time. I watched it again with my wife, and at that part, she started. It really started hitting her, and she knew right then that it's gonna be an awesome movie. You know, and the thought of my wife having dying was on my mind when we were headed to the hospital for her to have Piper, and you know, it's something that I was afraid of until you know, the moment Piper was born, and even afterwards, you know, I was scared of that happening, and I thank God that it didn't happen because I wouldn't want to raise my kid without my wife. Again, more for my kid's sake than my sake. I mean, not that I ever want to lose her either, but you know, it, it's just a very scary thing, you know, and it can happen. I know it happens. I'm not sure how often it happens, but I know it does happen. And just the thought of it scares the crap out of me because I mean, we do want more kids, and that's going to be on my mind then too. But, you know, I'm going to hope for the best, pray for the best. But, you know, just the thought of what that does to somebody or what it can do to somebody just scares me.
It's always just us. Other people have more people.
I just want to do what your mom would have wanted me to do.
You are trying to make everything perfect. But we don't have any control.
Wherever you are, I want to go there.
Wherever you are, I want to go there too.
You know, those past few seconds, you know, you see her walk and you see them exchange that. Wherever you go, I want to be there. And you know, that's how I'm with my kids. You know, it's nice to have a break, of course, every once in a while. But, you know, one of the reasons I left my job and wanted to pursue this channel is so I wouldn't miss my family. I didn't want to miss my daughter growing up. I didn't want to miss my son growing up. I didn't want to miss my wife doing or raising them, whatever, you know. And, you know, I've got to see my daughter smile for the first time, or really smile for the first time. I got to see her stand up the first time using her crib and stuff, you know. I've got to see all these first moments that if I wasn't here, if I was at work, or if I was off lollygagging somewhere, I would have missed every one of these moments. And so, yeah, I get that. I want to be everywhere my daughter is so I can see all of her first. I want to hear her first word. I want to see her walk for the first time, you know. And if you don't want to see all these things, I mean, I'm sorry. There's something unstable about your brain if you don't want to see this stuff from your kids for the first time. So yeah, I get that. Wherever you go, I want to be there.
Somebody's cutting onions or something close to us or something. I don't know. Hey, y'all gotta stop it! Oh.
She would be so proud of you.
And you know that right there, I don't think there's any higher compliment. Hearing that she would be so proud of you. You know, I want my first wife to be proud of that family I have now. I want my grandma, or my grandmas, I guess you can say, because I had two. And you know, both of my grandmas are now passed away. You know, I would love for both of them to be proud of my family, proud of the dad I am. You know, how I'm raising my kids. So yeah, I would love that. I would love to hear that from people. And you know, I'm pretty sure there's people thinking about it. But you know, just to hear it from somebody, it is got to mean the world to any dad or any mom who goes through this, saying that their dad or their, you know, husband or whoever will be proud of the person that they're proud of them as a parent and proud of the kid they are raising.
Two kisses.
And you know this guy really loved his wife just from the way he acts.
Hold on to me.
Stay close. Don't be scared.
That's what happens when you threaten somebody's family.
Oh, he okay, Maddie? Yeah.
Again, this is, and as you just saw, it comes out on June 18th. Again, that's the Friday before Father's Day. And it is rated PG-13, from what I could tell, or from what the trailer says. It's for some strong language and suggestive material. I'm not sure what all that involved. I mean, you heard one cuss word during the trailer. But, you know, I think it's going to be a fantastic movie. I don't know who put this trailer together. I don't know if it was Netflix or somebody else. But whoever did it did a fantastic job. Because not many trailers can sell me on a movie as well as this one did. But, I mean, it did a fantastic job on selling me for the movie. Especially since, like I said, I'm not a Kevin Hart fan. And, you know, that's not taken away from him at all, because he's to me, he's a fantastic actor. He's just not one that I'm gonna go see every movie he does. And you know, there's not many actors I will go see every movie they do. But I mean, I think this is gonna be one of Kevin Hart's best films. I mean, it makes me think of like how when you see a comedian in a serious role, like Jim Carrey in Eternal Sunshine for the Spotless Mind, or Robin Williams for Good Will Hunting, or Adam Sandler in Uncut Gems. You know, all known for their comedic chops, but all did fantastic in serious roles like this. So I'm really thinking that's what's going to happen with Kevin Hart in this film. You know, you're going to see a fantastic outing from him. And if I'm not mistaken, Kevin Hart does have some daughters, so he's probably able to convey this emotion of being a dad very well. So yeah, I suggest, I have a feeling this movie's gonna be fantastic. I know I'm gonna be watching it, and I suggest anybody does, especially if you're a parent. If you want to watch the full trailer without my commentary, I will leave a link in the description below. It does bring you to the Netflix YouTube channel to where you can watch it in its entirety. And again, if it will be released on June 18th. And if you like this video and would like to see me cover more trailers for films that are family oriented, such as this one, please let me know in the comments. If you plan on watching this, go ahead and let me know that as well. If you would like me to review the movie when it comes out, I'm willing to do that too, because I definitely plan on watching it. But if you want me to, just let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe. And of course, go check out the trailer by itself, where it's not broken up into like I've done it. So yeah, go check that out.